What's going on, y'all? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, representing the squad, and I'm going over an update of my True King, True Draco Weather Painters today. Awesome deck. I love the synergy, the fact that you have searchable spells and traps for your Dracos, and also searchable attributes that match your True King. So it's a great deck. It has a lot good going for itself, and I just love how the engines mesh and actually work in a way that it's not like, oh, sometimes it works. It's like, no, it's always going to work. It's a really, really good deck. I like it a lot. When you're trying to play Weather Painters in a competitive format, this is the way that you're going to need to play them. So let's hop into the main deck. For our Kings, we played 2 copies of Master Venus, 3 copies of Mariamne, the True Draco Phoenix, 2 copies of True King Barastos, the Fathomer, and 1 copy of True King Agni Mazut, the Vanisher. These are your big, beefy boss monsters that you can play main deck, smackdown, beatdown with. The really cool thing about these is you have the attributes that these are in the form of Weather Painters that are also searchable, so great synergy. Really all you need is a True King with the matching attribute plus a Barastos, and that's your Calamities right there. You can also use Barastos on like a Water and himself. You can do stuff like that. It's really, really strong. I like the True Kings because they're really powerful going first and going second. If you can make Calamities with this is a blowout. You're going to pop 2, banish 2, and there's going to really be no coming back from that because Calamity is going to prevent you from reestablishing. So it's a pretty beefy, powerful engine. I love True Kings a lot. If you guys didn't know this about me, I love True Kings. I True King, True Draco like almost everything. 2 copies of Dryeth, my favorite baby Draco. He has great synergy because not only does he protect Masterpiece from being targeted or destroyed, but he also floats into the True Kings, and then they'll go in fetch a card, search a card, or special summon again. So like you have great synergy with this card. And only 1 Maiden. I was gonna play 3 Generals, but I like the fact that Maiden can still grab the Masterpiece to tribute during my opponent's turn, and that's the only reason I play her. And also she'll occasionally search a True King that you need when you have Calamities on the field. She'll search Barastos so that you can call Water and just blow them out. So you play 11 True King Draco monsters. Then for your Weather Painters, you play 11 of those as well. We play 3 Snow. She's going to place your canvas in whatever column you want her to. And she's 22 booty. If we still had Lithosagam, the Earth True King, she'd be great. Even better than she is now. We have 3 copies of Thunder. Thunder is like my favorite Weather Painter right now because he has the most energy, he or she. Basically, it's going to grab any of your canvases by sacking a continuous spell or trap. And if it's a True Draco Apocalypse or a Heritage, stuff like that, it's going to pop a card as well. So going second, it can allow you to play through boards. It is a 17 body, which is the biggest attacker, I believe. Yeah, that the Weather Painters have right now. He has the highest attack. So there's nothing bad about the card. It's going to directly activate any canvas you need. Just like great utility. These are 6 extra copies of Snowy Canvas. So these cycle through your deck as well as Snowy Canvas. So these can essentially search out your other Weather Painters that you need for the True King combo to go off. We have 2 copies of Sun. Diagram Sun is pretty strong. Agni Mazut Sun is really powerful. And also your Sunny Canvas with Sun is incredible. You can instantly go for your Rainbow just off of Sun and Sunny Canvas. Then you have 2 Cloud. Cloud. Every time I see this guy, I think of I think of Final Fantasy. Just because his name's Cloud. And he does have the hair color. What I like about Cloud is he has great synergy with the True Draco aspect of the deck because whenever you're tributing continuous spells and traps, if one of them, at least one of them, are a canvas, he's going to place that canvas back onto the field. So you basically tribute summon for free. And also, he allows you to dodge card effects that negate because, for example, when you're tribute summoning your Masterpiece, you can actually tribute a canvas, right? And an Apocalypse, for example, just for example, and you can automatically put the Apocalypse as Chain Link 1 and his effect to place the canvas back as Chain Link 2. Or vice versa, depending on which one you want to protect. So he's really strong, and he also allows you to drop Masterpiece twice without having the extra continuous. Because you can go like Trap Monster Masterpiece, tributing a canvas, he'll place the canvas back, and then you can go Trap Monster Masterpiece again, tributing that same canvas, and like another monster. And if I'm not mistaken, he's not once per... Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay, thank God. He is once per turn. I was about to say, wait a minute, I've been sleeping on this card, but no, he is once per turn. I was like, wait, there's something I didn't know about him? And then 1 Rain. I hate Rain. I don't like her effect at all. She's actually only here because not only is she another name, but she's a Water, which is a searchable target for Barastos, the Fathomer, the Water True King. So that's it for your monsters. You play 11 Painters and 11, 6 True Kings and 5 Dracos. And then for your spells, the bread and butter is obviously your double Ds and your Optimus Prime. They're going to search out the other portion of your deck. And then for your other engine cards that are going to be searching out the secondary engine, there you have 3 copy of the Snowy Canvas. Snow's Canvas is the best. Other than Sunny Canvas, which Sunny Canvas is the only actual extender in the deck. The only stipulation with this card you got to be careful is after you resolve it, you can only draw it, but you can't search. So just keep in mind, you can actually trigger your own Aurora Canvas. If you're just trying to draw a random card, you can search a useless card off of Snowy and then banish to draw a potentially better card. So that's a cool combo you can do, but for the most part, you want to save this for last. Once you get it though and you keep it on the field, it grants all of your painters the ability to search out any Weather Painter card. And you have 2 Heritage and 2 Disciples. Disciples more important than Heritage because your True King engine gets you burn through it really fast. Making 1 Calamities, you use 3 to 4 of your True Kings out of your main deck, which leaves you with 2 to 3. And you need to recycle those. You need to recycle your Calamities so you can summon him again. And also the Heritage is still good because you can still do the draw 3, but it's more important to recycle the True Kings because like when you burn through them, it really sucks if you can't put them back because you'll be like, dang, I can make another Calamities. But the thing is, like, I don't have the True Kings in the main deck. Like the Barastos, the water one, you're always going to be putting him back. And the one of Agni Mizzou, too. There's even times when you can use Agni Mizzou to add Masterpiece from grave to hand to just bring him back out again. Really strong. Great synergy. And then for your one of canvases, you play 1 sunny, 1 rainy, and 1 cloudy. The reason why I even opted to play cloudy is because it protects your Masterpiece from being attacked over because it halves a monster's attack. And Rainy's good for back row heavy decks because it bounces at back rows to the hand. So in-phase bounce is better than like in-phase swing because if it's an Apocalypse, it'll pop something. But if you return it to the hand, you don't have to worry about it for the the duration of the next turn. And Sunny is crazy with the combos when you're bringing back your Rainbow because you can use her and another monster, instant Firewall, instant Topo, really strong, just link spam. Because the canvases, their effects aren't once per turn. In fact, they don't actually have effects. They give effects to the painters that are in their columns. So you can actually go for the Sunny as many times as you can, as long as you have the monsters to do so. And that's it for the spells. Traps, just simple. 2 Apocalypse, 1 Return for your True Draco stuff. Then we have 1 Aurora Canvas and 1 Thunder Canvas. And 2 Waterfall of the Dragon Souls. You can draw a lot or you could just search 1. I normally like to draw a lot. I just like to. I love the combo with this and my General. You just literally send General from the field to the grave to draw, and whatever other worm type monsters you send, you draw for those +1, and then he'll float into a True King, which can instantly set you up for next turn. I'll explain these canvases. If a painter battles a monster, you can banish the painter and then bounce the monster to hand. This is the most competitive canvas. It's like a pseudo reincarnation. If a card is added to the hand exactly 1, you banish that card and then your opponent draws a random, or it can be you. It works on both players. So when they diagram to search, you banish the target like the Masterpiece, the Heritage for 3. When they Kandina for reincarnation, you banish the reincarnation. When they're like going like Dark Worm, anything like that, you can just banish all the cards that they search to make sure they never get what they want. So this is crazy. Nothing's once per turn when it comes to canvases because, like I said, they don't actually activate. So you can't like chain Ogre or anything like that. For the extra deck, you have 2 rainbows. You go into 1 and then keep abusing it with the Sunny. And then the second one is actually for it to sit so you can have like a million judgments that continually come back and just keep judgmenting and then negate the entire Pendulum summon. Then you have Skull Dread, Borload, Firewall, Topo, best Link 4s in the game. These are a little bit harder to make, but they're still possible, especially through Sun's effect because Diagram Sun's insane. And then you have Sunny Canvas, the 2 extenders of the deck. Topo and Firewall are too easy to make because you literally just can bring her back off of Sunny Canvas, use a monster, she's a Link 3, bam. Topo, Firewall right there. That's pretty strong. Topo's the best Link 4 because your painters banish theirself for cost to activate the canvases that they get, and then they return theirself back to the field, and that would basically like trigger the Topo endlessly to just like Raigeki them. So like that's why I like the Topo. I could be mistaken because like I'm not sure if it necessarily summons, but I have them here just in case I'm right. I'm going to be playing them that way. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not even tripping and I'm not trying to argue. We have Underclock, Proxy, and Akashic. The reason why you play so many Link 2s is because you Link climb with your painter because you're using Canvas, Special, Link. Canvas, Special, Link. And that's how you're doing it. So you're just climbing until you can make the bigger ones. And also the underclock taker helps and the proxy to protect your painters and to help them attack over things because they're all pretty small. And the Caustic's is amazing. And then we have True King of all Chlamydia, Inner Blathener, Breaksword, and Levier. That sums up the extra deck. I only play the 2 rank 3s and the 2 rank 9s. I really don't need more. These are optional. They're not Mando. This one comes up more than this one. But it's still like, you don't really need to. I prefer to link summon with this deck. That's pretty much the route. If you're going into the extra deck, it's either for this bad boy or for a link monster. But other than that, the deck can get the job done without even going into the extra deck. So yeah, you guys, that concludes my deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless you. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. And stay tuned for future content. If you have any comments or concerns, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. Leave your honest opinion and feedback. I'm always interested to hear what you think. I'm not a sensitive guy. I'm going to give you the same reply, whether it's a positive or a negative comment. You know, I can't be trolled because it's just like, stuff doesn't really get to me. So either way, I would like to know what you guys think about the deck. And that's going to conclude it for the night. I've uploaded probably 8 times. I love y'all, but I really got to sleep. Peace out, yo.